This is VOA News. Reporting via remote, I'm Marissa Melton. Chilean far-right presidential candidate Jose Antonio Cast has conceded defeat to leftist rival Gabriel Boric in national elections. With more than half the ballots counted, the partial results showed Boric had a substantial lead. The election posed a particularly stark choice between two political outsiders. Many feared the socially and fiscally conservative policies of law and order candidate Cast, who's against gay marriage and abortion. He was a proponent of cutting taxes and social spending. Critics of Boric were put off by his political alliance with the Communist Party. Boric has vowed to increase social spending in a country with one of the world's largest gaps between rich and poor. Islamic countries pledged on Sunday to set up a humanitarian trust fund for Afghanistan. With millions facing hunger and a harsh winter setting in, Pakistan's prime minister warned of chaos if the worsening emergency is not urgently addressed. The crisis is causing mounting alarm, but the international response has been muted, given Western reluctance to help the Taliban government, which seized power in August. Participating in the meeting said in a statement Sunday that allowing Afghanistan access to reserves frozen outside the country would be key to preventing economic collapse. The meeting included representatives from the United Nations, the United States, the European Union, and Japan. And Myanmar's ousted leader Aung San Suu Kyi is expected Monday to hear the verdict in her trial for illegally bringing walkie-talkies into the country. It's the latest in a catalog of judgments in a junta court that could see her jailed for decades. This is VOA News. Two top U.S. health officials said Sunday that the country faces a tough few weeks ahead to curb the spread of the Omicron variant of the coronavirus, just as the strain is also leading to an increase in COVID-19 cases around the world. Dr. Francis Collins of the National Institutes of Health told the Fox News Sunday show that the virus, in his words, has thrown us a curveball. He said, "We're in a world of trouble in the next few weeks." He said the thing he finds particularly frustrating is the 50 million eligible Americans who remain unvaccinated. In addition to that problem, millions more people in the United States who have been vaccinated have yet to get booster shots. Health experts say boosters greatly increase protection against the Omicron strain. President Joe Biden is set to address the nation Tuesday to announce how the government is preparing to respond to the growing number of cases caused by the Omicron variant. Germany has declared Britain as an area of variants of concern because of its increasing number of Omicron cases. People entering Germany from an area of variants of concern must quarantine for 2 weeks, regardless of their vaccination status or whether they have recovered from the COVID-19 illness. Scientists are warning that the British government needs to go further to prevent hospitals from being overwhelmed amid the surge. The warning comes after the government reimposed an indoor mask requirement and ordered people to show proof of vaccination or a recent negative coronavirus test when entering nightclubs or large venues. The new variant has fueled infections in Britain close to the peak levels of early 2021. Sajid Javid, Britain's health minister, has been highly critical of the unvaccinated, blaming them for occupying hospital beds that could be used by other people. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki has deeply criticized Senator Joe Manchin, who dealt what seemed to be a fatal blow on Sunday to U.S. President Joe Biden's massive social spending bill. Manchin said he could not support the legislation's passage through the divided chamber. Manchin, who represents the predominantly Republican state of West Virginia, said on Fox News Sunday that he has, quote, tried everything humanly possible to reach a compromise on the bill, but ended up concluding, in his words, this is a no. Psaki said Sunday that Manchin's decision is, quote, at odds with his discussions this week with the president, with White House staff, and with his own public utterances. Reporting via remote, I'm Marissa Melton, VOA News.